very, very humbled with all this action. And right today, they had assembled almost 1,000 leaders. All mosques in Kiambu are represented here. In fact, they had also invited some visitors from Nairobi and bordering counties just to witness this endorsement. So I'm really, really humbled with this action. And I've also promised that we are going to have total inclusivity from the top of my government in Kiambu, may it be CEC, CU, directors going down. I've promised that there will be total representation of Kenyan Muslims in my government. There will be a face of the Muslim community, and not just the Muslim community, the PWDs, all other religions, Christianity. Everybody must feel equitably represented in the government, and I am very, very resolved to have this, to achieve this. We have also talked about issues of education. We have talked about issues of bursary. We have talked about issues of land allocation. Sometimes they get discriminated just because of their religion, but I am very, very particular that there will be no discrimination of any kind, either by religion, by color, by gender in my government. I am very resolved about that. We also talked about economic empowerment. And we have agreed that, yes, they are going to form clusters so that we can be able to empower them, their ladies, their youths, the men, so that they can also be able to move to the next level. We have also agreed that when it comes to the tenders that are given by the counties, as we have done in Dika in the past, we are going to offer those tenders to the groups that have been formed and they are running well, so that they can be able to do these jobs. Also, they can be able to retain money in the county, so that we can have multiplier effect in the small, at the bottom of the pyramid. And this is because here in Kiambu, joblessness has been a very, very big issue. We have also agreed that, yes, in my manifesto, we will be able to address education, healthcare, agriculture, infrastructure, and economic empowerment in that order. So basically, again, I want to thank, of course, the leadership, and we have also agreed that they are also going to be able to nurture leaders. And I'm happy that today, one of the young men called Juma Himedi has presented himself for the seat of Dika Town Member of Parliament. I wish him very, very well. I've asked him to work very hard about that. Aden Ali also has presented him for the seat of Kameno MCA. So I really encourage them, and I wish them very, very well as they go ahead. Political parties. Yes. Also, I wanted to say and mention about the issue of political parties. This time it is very, very important, because we have known and you have seen how political parties come in and they market themselves, they become very popular, and they become a wave. It is all good, but please, my people of Kenya, my people of Kiambu, my people of Vika, please, let us not elect people depending on their color, on their height, on their stature. Please elect people depending on their performance. If there are three very, very important things, items and qualities. If somebody has no passion of this job, or is not dedicated about this job, if somebody has no efficiency and the knowledge of this job, if somebody has no integrity on this job, please, you'll be making a mistake. Me, I would say, use those three qualities to determine your leaders. And of course, teamwork, very, very important. But of utmost importance is integrity. It does not matter how wise this person is. It does not matter how dedicated this person is. If this person has no integrity, please keep off these kind of leaders. So I'm telling you again, let us go for the people with integrity. Don't look for parties. People will come, and I know you have seen this before. In 2017, there was a party that was called Jubilee. Right now, people are talking very ill about Jubilee. In fact, they are saying it is gone. Now, if we make another mistake and invent another Jubilee, we are going to suffer the same fate. And I also tell you, because I've been in Parliament, when you have got a dominant party, anything goes for that party. And when you want to say, politics is a game of interests. If there are interests about Mount Kenya, and the dominant party is not even interested in Mount Kenya, they will go and pass their laws the way they want, without any interest about the people of Mount Kenya. So this is my advice, especially to the people of Mount Kenya, because these are the people I represent. This is my advice. This time around, you don't have a presidential candidate. And because you don't have a presidential candidate, make your choice up there. It's okay. But when it comes to governor, don't elect Jango as your governor of Kiambu, and then you don't give him MCAs. He's going to be totally lame duck. And anything and everything will be decided from Nairobi or from a center somewhere, but away from Kiambu. If you want to elect a member of parliament, please elect a member of parliament, elect your senator with your regional parties. Why? Those are the people who know your interests. If you go and put all your eggs in one basket, if you put your president and your governor and your MP and your senator, whoever it is, or you put them in one basket, whenever you have your interests that are regional, nobody will look at you, nobody will bother with you. People will go according to their interests that are mainly in Nairobi, not in your locality.
Digital currency and external debt.
I would really want to advise Kenya and the Kenyan executive that is very important to go very slow about the digital currency. Let us not be the guinea pig in this country. Let other people do it. Let us watch. Let us learn from their mistakes so that when we implement a digital currency, and I also want to say that technology usually is ahead of regulation. But let us take it slow. Let us be sure this is something that works before we put our fingers into the jar, so that whenever we implement it, we know it is something that can work for us. I also want to say that I've never been a very ardent supporter of external debt. I've always said that we can be able to do our things with our own taxes, but because we have been borrowing left, right, and center, whenever we borrow, let us ensure that this money has gone to do the right work. Let us ensure this money is not stolen, because we are going to pay this money to the 5th generation. So let us not get happy. We are stealing from our children, really. So let us not just enjoy just because we are having a lot of, we are raising the debt ceiling. Right now, we are talking about 8 trillion. That is a lot of money, and we will pay it. If you don't use it prudently, we are going to pay it to the last kid. And not now, even when you are gone, another 5 generations will still be paying these loans.
About our APC and politicians.
I really want to advise and press upon my fellow politicians and leaders that this is a very emotive time and period, especially between now and the elections. So I really want to advise my fellow leaders, please, and politicians, let us be very careful with our utterances. We can do our campaigns nicely with a lot of convincing to the people. If we have our agenda right, if we know what we want to do for our people, if we have something we have done for our people, we can be able to explain this without necessarily insulting our people, or rather insulting our rivals. We don't have to. There is no need. This is not the time to be emotive about our tribal politics, about our tribes or our people or where we come from. No. We need votes from everybody, especially now in Kiambu. We are very metropolitan. We have every tribe. 42 tribes are represented in Kiambu. When you are doing national politics, we have all these people. They have votes. And every vote is equal. So let us be able to make sure that we do not pit anybody against each other. Let us ensure that we do politics of peace, and everybody at the end of the day is going to be a winner. Let us have a win-win politics.
Thank you.
Good.